In 2019, NVIDIA was a gaming chip company worth $140 billion. Nobody was calling it the future of the world. Today, it's worth $3 trillion. Jensen Huang saw something nobody else did, that the same chips powering video games could power artificial intelligence. While everyone else was building for screens, NVIDIA was accidentally building the engine of the future. When the AI boom hit, there was only one company ready to feed it: Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, all dependent on one company's chips. NVIDIA didn't win the AI race. They built the track everyone else is running on.
Hi everyone. So in this video, we will be doing the complete animation. No skipping of any scenes or any effects. Everything will be done from start to finish. This will be a long video, so hold on tight and let's begin. In the starting, you can see that it is opening, curtain is opening with this scene. So what we are going to do first is I'll first bring in my voiceover, and then we'll start designing this scene. First, I'll bring this background. I'll bring this table and these plants. Put this table behind these plants, make it big like this. Then we'll design these photo frames. So I'll just bring in the frame over here, the center, then bring this frame, put one over here, then bring another frame, put one here, then simply copy these frames again, put one at the side. Now we have put the frames. Then we'll bring on the images for these frames. Simply put it on top of these frames like this and zoom this in for better clarity. Head on to blend and reduce the opacity so you can see the frame too. And now simply head on to mask, add mask, select rectangle and make sure to properly align this and increase back the opacity to get this. Now we'll bring in this shadow. Reduce the opacity. Write this text 140 billion. So I'll bring it over here. Change the font to something cursive or sleek, something like this, and bring in another default text, hit space and bring it behind this. Enable the background, make the color to brown, bring it behind the text. Let's make this a darker shade of brown. Reduce the width, deselect uniform scale and reduce the width from here too. Select this and hit V to disable it. For the rest of the text which is there in the whole animation, like this over here, white text and this red text, everything, head on to captions and click generate. And as you can see, the text has been generated. But now we want only this part. Nvidia was a gaming chip company. I'll cut this in 2019 part. Deselect this. If you select this, then any change you make to any layer of the text will be applied to all layers, which we don't want. We want to edit them separately. Bring this at the top over here. First, we need to change the text style. I'll select Titan one, make everything bold and capitalized. Separate these text layers. Put this text on top. Cut this text from here, put it over here, and put this over here.
It was a gaming chip.
Again, cut it from here. Delete this gaming chip. Delete company from here. We get something like this. Select all of them and make them bigger. Now for the animation, you can see it's simply a growing animation. Let's change this animation to scrub paint. Okay, so it will look something like this.
Nvidia was a gaming chip company.
Let me select these, take it to the top, select these and bring it down like this. Okay, deselect this to disable the text. Then I'll hit double M over here and write here scene 1 to signify the first scene ending. Select all of my assets of the first scene and extend it till here. Now let's do the animation. So first scene is drapes or curtains opening. So I'll bring the curtain animation. As you can see, it directly zooms in when this opens up with the text. So what we have to do is simply select all of these. Okay, everything in the scene. Select everything in the scene except the curtains. Hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip. And just as the text animation starts, click on the transform keyframe, go ahead and simply zoom this in like this.
Nvidia was a gaming chip.
Hit Alt plus K and select cubic out.
Nvidia was a gaming chip.
Now what are the other animations taking place? So as you can see, the plants are first coming in and then going out, and then the shadows are going up. So I'll head back on inside the compound clip. Click on the transform keyframe on these plants. Go ahead. Again click on the transform keyframe. Then bring them in like this. Let me zoom this out for better clarity and twist them a bit like this. Again click here, bring them in and twist them a bit. And then again click on transform keyframe. Go ahead, straighten them out and bring them to their original place. Back. Now hit Alt plus K and smoothen this animation out. And then we have to also move the shadow. So simply click on the transform keyframe, go ahead and drag this up like this, hit Alt plus K, hit cubic out, increase the opacity a bit, and then as you can see, it suddenly does a magnifying glass zoom in. So let's do that. So for that, what we need to do is head on to effects, search for fish eye effect, bring this in. So when it tells worth 140 billion, at that time we'll put this like this.
Worth 100 and
Reduce the twist a bit like this. Cut the curtains from here. Head on to stickers, select this circle. Make sure the fill is off and stroke is on. Make the color black. Increase the weight and the scale like this. Let's make this scale 600. Okay. Now simply hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip. Mask, add mask circle and click on reverse. Now simply drag this feather. Now you also want shake, because as you can see in the reference, there's a shake. Okay, so head on to effects, search for shake, bring camera shake on top, click on the keyframe, go ahead, again click on the keyframe, go to the start, make this high, and at the end reduce this to 0, hit Alt plus K and select cubic out.
140 billion.
Then bring in shaky dolly over here and cut this till here and change the effects to something like this.
140.
Bring this a bit here.
Worth 100 and worth 100.
What I'm going to do is prevent lagging in the timeline. I'll hit O here to select the out point of the timeline and hit V to disable this and export this part, okay, as the first scene, and hit export and bring this over here. So now this is an exported part which doesn't affect the timeline, and I can just use it at the starting part for this. Enable back the audio.
In 2019, NVIDIA was a gaming chip company worth $140 billion.
And now for the next scene, you can see it's simply zooming in and then next scene is appearing. So first we need to zoom this in. Right click, edit and freeze the last frame of the first scene. And I'll simply cut this. Okay. From here, put this here.
$1 billion.
And simply click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead and zoom this in like this. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
Nobody was.
And somewhere just before the second keyframe, I'll bring in my next scene. So now we need to bring the background in. So I'll simply bring the background over here. And then I'll bring the earth rotation animation over here. And then we'll do the text. As you can see, the text is simply fading in. Nobody was calling it. Okay. So I'll just bring this on top.
Calling it.
And delete these. Bring this here. Change the font to Titan 1. Make it all caps. And simply select fade in.
Nobody was calling it the future of the world.
Hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip, and just before the last word appears, hit B and increase the speed.
At the future of nobody was calling it the
And after this text ends, I'll bring this on top.
future of the world. Today, nobody was calling it the future of the world.
Deselect this so I can see the text behind it. Edit, freeze. I'll head on inside, select the text and click on shadow. Make the shadow color to orange. Reduce the blurriness, increase the distance and change the angle like this. Okay, so you'll get this effect. Make the opacity 100. Now we need to bring our clouds, so simply head on to this and I'll bring these clouds, put one over here, zoom this in like this, put one over here and zoom this in like this. Now simply click on the transform keyframe on both of them.
No,
Again click on the transform keyframe on both of them and at the second keyframe drag these out like this. Hit Alt plus K.
nobody was calling it. Nobody was calling it. Nobody was calling it the
And as you can see, when this globe comes in, everything goes back a bit. Okay, I'll click the keyframes again on the clouds. Go ahead and bring them a bit inside like this. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out again.
future of the world. Future of the world.
At the last keyframe of the text, right click, edit and freeze the frame. Hit B to cut all of this and delete it. I'll cut this scene 1 too, the freeze frame one. Select all of these, hit Alt plus G to make a compound clip of the second scene. Transform keyframe, go ahead, again transform keyframe and zoom this in. Hit Alt plus K and select cubic out.
Nobody was calling it the
I'll make this cube in. Okay,
nobody.
select this keyframe which you made cubic out and make that cube in. Okay, which is this.
Nobody. Nobody. Nobody was
Click on the transform keyframe, go ahead and scale this back. Hit Alt plus K, select cubic out.
future of the world. Nobody was calling it the future of the world.
Now export this part only like we did in the first scene. So I'll hit I here, hit O here to select the in and out point. Hit export and right here second scene.
Nobody was
And then hit V to disable this. I'll extract the audio and delete it. And now let's see the first two scenes.
In 2019, NVIDIA was a gaming chip company worth $140 billion. Nobody was calling it the future of the world. Today,
Let's do the next scene now. We'll go to the left, this scene, and the text will come on. First, we need to bring in the image. I'll copy this image and put it on top. Hit mirror and make this image smaller and this too. So what I've done is joined them to make it a bigger image like this. Okay, bring this text and put it on top. I'll make this red. Change the font to Titan 1 and make everything capital. Head on to animations, captions, and I'll select fireflies.
It's worth 3 trillion. It's worth 3 trillion.
As you can see, it's one line. So what we need to do is delete this, copy, make another and paste it over here like this.
It's worth 3 trillion.
So when it ends over here, hit Alt plus G on this and freeze this.
It's worth 3.
Head on to effects and I'll bring Demi Halo on top of this.
It's worth 3 trillion.
Okay, so this way you get this animation. And now I need to select this, head on to adjust and make it a bit dull. So bring down the saturation to -9 and this to bring it to -9 to match it. As you can see, the overall effect is more grungy, noise, okay, washed out colors. So at the end we'll add those effects to make it like that, but now we'll only focus on the animations and effects at the end. And when it tells 3 trillion, at that time we have to bring in this, so bring in the money. So as you can see, it zooms back and forth like this. Click on the transform keyframe on this, go ahead, again click on the transform keyframe. First I'll make this bigger and then it becomes small. Hit Alt plus K, select cubic out,
3 trillion.
then again hit transform keyframe, go ahead and make this bigger. Hit Alt plus K,
Trillion. It's worth 3 trillion. It's worth 3 trillion. It's worth 3 trillion.
and now we simply have to select both of these and do the animation now. So click on transform keyframe, go ahead, again click on transform keyframe on both of them. Now go to the start, select both of them, go towards the right, so it comes left. Okay, hit Alt plus K and then select cubic out, and this too, select cubic out.
It's worth
Now for the text, transform keyframe, go ahead, again transform keyframe, hit Alt plus K, go to the start and bring it towards the right, hit Alt plus K and then cubic out.
It's worth
The direction of these, background should go the opposite. It should not go towards the right but left. So I'll simply Select everything except the background, hit Alt plus G to make a compound clip. Click on the transform keyframe again on these background images and move along with the paper or currency. So zoom out over here, select both of them and simply zoom out like this. Hit Alt plus K, select cubic out.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3 trillion.
Select both of them, hit Alt plus G to make a compound clip.
3,
Click on transform keyframe again, go ahead, again transform keyframe and simply zoom this in. Hit Alt plus K and select cubic out.
trillion, trillion.
And now we have to do the same thing for this. Zoom in and zoom out for the text too. Transform keyframe, go ahead, transform keyframe again and scale this down. Cubic out.
3,
Hit Alt plus G again and then click transform keyframe again over here. Go ahead here, again transform keyframe and zoom this in. Hit Alt plus K, cubic out.
trillion. Today, it's worth 3 trillion.
Okay, so this way you have got the third part of the animation. And now again select this part, cut it, hit O for out point and simply export this as third scene.
It's worth
Select these and press V to disable them. Put this, extract the audio and delete the audio.
world. Today, it's worth 3 trillion.
This will zoom out and the head will shake. So to do that, first we need the background of this. So I'll head on to my assets. Make sure to download the assets from the description so you'll be able to follow along. Bring this over here, make this bigger. Head on to effects, search for blur, put blur on this, put blur on this and reduce it. Then as you can see, the text saw something else nobody did. Bring this text to the top, delete this part, change the font again to Titan 1, make everything capital, change this to red, put it over here. I think it's the bottom, so I'll just put it at the bottom. Add stroke. Now copy this text, this part and delete it. Then copy the layer, paste it over here and bring it down and make them bigger like this. Now select both of them, bring this forward, select both of them, animation and select fireflies.
Else did that the
Now I'll bring the PNG of Jensen Wong and bring it over here like this. Bring it below the text like this. Now we have to move the head. So to do that, first what we have to do is separate the head. Mask, add mask, select the pen tool and basically I have to separate the head. So Okay, so we have got the head. Now make a copy of this. Select the below layer, head on to mask and click the reverse. So now you have basically got this and this as separate layers. Okay, so now let's do the animation. Simply click on the rotation, go 20 frames ahead by pressing shift and right arrow key and rotate it bit towards the right like this. So now if you see the movement, only the head is moving and this is fixed.
Saw something nobody else did.
Now you have to simply copy the and paste. Now you simply copy and paste the animations of the head. So again, go ahead 20 frames, click on rotation and bring this back. Again, go 20 frames, copy this and paste it. Now copy these 4 keyframes, go 20 frames and paste it. So you get this animation.
Saw something nobody else did.
Now select all of these, hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip. And now for the animation, you can see it zooms out and then zooms in a bit when it tells nobody else did. So click on the transform keyframe, go ahead, again transform keyframe and zoom this in from here like this. Sorry, zoom out. Hit Alt plus K, cubic out.
Saw something nobody. Saw something nobody. Saw something nobody.
Hit Alt plus G, bring this closer
Jensen Huang saw something.
and then a mini zoom over here like this. Hit Alt plus K and cubic out.
Nobody else. Nobody else did.
Head on inside, okay, and select this, make this bigger, hit Alt plus G on this, edit, freeze, cut and extend this.
Did. The
Again, do the same thing, hit V to disable, extract the audio and let's bring this to the top over here.
Jensen Huang saw something nobody else did.
Now in the next scene, you can see that this is the animation. So we'll be doing this. First, we need to design the scene. This will be my reference to make the design. Now I'll head on to effects, stickers, shapes, and then bring in a custom. Let's zoom this in and copy this. So I'll click here between the center of these two gaps. And then here, here, and then delete the stroke, change the fill to white, bring another custom, zoom this in and drag this up. Now we'll copy this. So click here. We have to make 4 of these. So basically what I'll do is copy this, rotate it, put it here, copy this, zoom this out first, rotate it, put it here, copy this, rotate it, and put it here. Now make sure everything is below this. Okay, so I'll bring this on the top like this, and all of these bring it behind like this. And after this, simply select all of these and change the color to white. Select everything, hit Alt+G to make it a compound clip. Let's hit V to disable the text. Click mask, add mask, and make sure it's on rectangle and cover it up like this. Click on the mask keyframes, and when the audio tells same chips, at that time I'll put the second keyframe. Do the same with the transform keyframe too, like this. Now go to the first keyframe, scale this up, make this -90 at the first keyframe, so it will rotate like this. And at the second keyframe, make these, expand these, hit Alt+K. Now smoothen this out by selecting cubic out.
The same chips power.
And after that, click B to cut this. Right click and undo the compound clipping. Shorten this up. We have to do the animation for these four. Select transform keyframe on this, and at the same placement, do the transform keyframe for these two. Okay. So this center one and these three, leave this top one alone. And what we have to do is basically bring them down. So select them, bring them down like this over here. Make them a bit bigger like this. Now hit Alt+K and smooth this in using cubic out.
Powering video.
And then at the same time, for these three sticks, we have to do an opacity out animation. So when it comes down, simply make this. When it comes down, simply make this 0. Hit Alt+K again.
Powering video. Powering video. Powering video.
And now we'll animate the top one. So again, click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead. Okay, transform keyframe. Now here, simply deselect this uniform scale. Bring this down and increase the width like this. Select this Alt+K and then smoothen this out using cubic out.
Powering video. Powering video games.
And now we'll bring the PNG, this one, make it small and put it inside over here. Okay, so now we have made this. So when this starts opening up, at that time we'll bring these in. So select them, head on to animation, select one by one and make them fade in.
Powering vi- powering vi- powering vi- powering vi-
And then offset them.
powering video games.
And now for the next animation, simply select the top line, which is this, and all the video game console images or controller images, and hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip. Now click on the mask, add mask, and then split. Rotate it minus 180 and drag this here. Click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead and bring this down.
Could power ar-
Hit Alt plus K and select cubic out.
could po-
Click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead, drag this up over here. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
power power artif-
And now select the bottom line, which is this. Hit P to cut it. Enable back the opacity. Transform keyframe. Go ahead and again transform keyframe. Bring this to the top. And again deselect this and increase the width. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
power art power art
Hit B to cut this two over here. Select both of them. Increase this. Hit Alt plus G to make a compound clip. And simply head on to add mask, split, and reverse it to 0 over here. Click on the mask keyframe. Go ahead and open this or reveal this. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
power art could power artificial
Head on inside the compound clip and simply bring this. Decrease the saturation to make it all black and put this here. And then offset them too. So it will start from here. Select them again, fade in. As you can see, there's in the center a yellow chip. So we have to do that too. So first I'll head on inside this. Head on to curves. Head to this blue section and drag it towards the right to make this yellow.
that the same chips powering video
Copy this and put it here.
powering video games.
I'll just click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead and follow this and placement. Hit Alt plus K. Hit hit Alt plus K and then select cubic out. Extend this, click on transform again, go ahead and drag this here, hit Alt plus K, select cubic out.
Could power artificial intelligence, while Jensen Huang saw something nobody else did, that the same chips powering video games could power artificial.
Now this scene has also been completed, so I'll simply hit I for input point and O for output point, hit export and write this as fifth scene. Bring this, extract the audio, delete the audio. Now the next scene is a collection of b-rolls. If you go here in the assets, which will be provided in the description, under the MP4 folder, you will see this video playback. It's a long video. If you'd want to do it manually, you can just head on to this long video and cut the b-rolls from here and put it. I have collected the b-rolls which is used in this video and made it into a single video which you can directly use in your timeline.
While everyone else was building for screens, NVIDIA was accidentally building the engine of the future.
Okay, so don't worry, if you want to do this manually, you can just go here and cut and put it. But it is a 1 hour long video. It will take time to find all the clips and arrange them properly. So I have directly provided you this single video to use. Now after this b-roll ends, what you can do is for the next animation, it is the similar animation of this one. So let's do that. First, this whole scene we have to design. So let's make the background first. Bring in my this square, put it over here. Bring it here. I want to copy the colors, so open the fill, select the color picker tool and select this color. Now make this, elongate this, copy this again and bring this down like this. Now select the below layer, head over here again, open the color, select the color picker tool and select the screen area. So this way you have got this. Now we need to bring in the images. So first I'll bring this board and then I'll bring these tables on top like this. Make this bigger. Make this board bigger too. Copy this and bring this over here like this. Now the text animation when the AI boom hits. So let's do that. As we have already generated the subtitles, hit V to enable this. So bring this at the top. Cut this part. Bring it over here.
When the AI boom hit,
Now change the color to red. Change the color to white. Font Titan 1. Then let's give it a stroke and make everything capital. Copy this part and then delete it. Make another layer and paste it over here. Bring it down like this. So we have two lines. Make this bigger. Now for the animation, again the same animation we'll use. Select this. Select these two, animation I'll again select fireflies.
The AI boom hit.
Simply select these two. Make this compound clip but separately, and right click, edit and freeze. Delete this. Right click, edit and freeze. Do these at the last image of the text and extend these.
When the AI boom hit,
Okay, so the text animation is done. As you can see, it's zooming in. Okay, the whole scene is zooming in, and these are also coming inside.
in AI boom hit, there was only one.
Select all of these except the tables and hit Alt+G to make a compound clip. Click on the transform keyframe, go ahead, again click on the transform keyframe and zoom this in like this. Hit Alt+K and cubic out.
When the AI boom hit, there was only one company. When the AI boom hit, there was only one company.
The tables and transform keyframe them. Go ahead, again transform keyframe. Go to the start. Bring these out like this and this one like this. So it comes in. Hit Alt+K. Select cubic out.
When the AI boom hit, there was only one company. When the AI boom hit, there was only one company. When the AI boom hit, there was only one future. When the AI boom hit,
Again, the same animation which we did, you have to do that, which was the, I think, first scene. Head on inside the compound clip, cut the text, select them and hit V to disable it after this part ends.
hit.
To bring the next animation, as you can see over here, this animation. So this we had done earlier. Let me go to the first scene. Copy these.
AI boom hit.
Paste it here and press V to enable it again.
There was only one company ready. There was only one company.
Select all of these except the effects which you just brought in and make it a compound clip.
There was only one.
Bring this down. Hit V to cut it from here. Bring this down. And simply increase the twist. So over here, decrease the twist a bit. Head on inside. Copy this background, the top part. Paste it here.
There was only one
To cover this part up.
boom hit. There was only one company ready.
There was only one company, and then again another shake, ready to feed it. So let's bring the text first. So just hit Alt+G for this speed and decrease the speed.
Ready to feed it. Ready to feed it. Ready to feed it.
Cut it over here. Edit, freeze, and keep it till the end. Now copy these effects and paste it on top of this like this.
One company ready to feed it.
Okay, so it zooms in more. Now select this text and make it 2 sizes smaller. Okay, something like this. Delete this. Edit and freeze this again.
Microsoft company ready to feed it.
Hit B to cut it over here. Hit O for out point.
Future.
I for in point.
When the AI boom
Export. Sixth scene. And extract the audio. Delete it.
of the future. When the AI boom hit, there was only one company ready to feed it.
Now, the next animation is purely text, as you can see over here. So simply the text which we generated from the subtitles, basically bring them to the top.
Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon.
Now select all the text and I'll make them Titan 1 font. Bring this in the center, make this bigger. Head on to animations and use the animation which we used in the starting, which is the scrub paint.
Microsoft.
We have to animate the movement too. So after doing this, simply on the transform keyframe, go ahead and drag this up like this. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
Soft.
Yes. Make the distance between them greater.
Soft.
Hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip. Cut it.
Google.
Make this big. Okay. And then make this big. Click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead and drag this up to the center.
Google.
Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
Google, Meta, Amazon. Google, Meta.
Then click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead and bring it out towards the left like this. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
Meta. Meta.
Now head on inside the compound clip animation and select the scrub paint. Now bring this, make it bigger, make it blue and all caps. Now bring this from the right by clicking transform keyframe. Go ahead, again transform keyframe. Go to the first keyframe and bring it out. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
Amazon.
Go inside the compound clip of Microsoft and at the hit Alt plus K and select this and let's make it cubic in. Now again animation and select scrub paint.
Amazon.
Hit Alt plus K and let's make this cubic in.
Meta. Amazon. Amazon. Meta. 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 Amazon. Google. Meta. Meta.
Hit Alt plus G on this. Again select this. Transform keyframe. Go ahead and bring this out towards the right and make this small. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out. Sorry,
cubic in.
Amazon. Amazon.
So remember, when the text is coming in, it should be cubic out, and when it's going out, it should be cubic in.
Amazon.
And also we have to reduce the scale when it's going out. So I'll just reduce it. Hit Alt plus K.
Meta. Meta. Meta.
Head on inside this too. And scale this down further. Select cubic in.
Google. Microsoft. Google. Meta. Amazon.
Now finally bring Amazon. Make it big. Let's make this yellow. All caps. Bring it to the center. And as you can see, it goes out towards the right. So we'll bring it from the left. Transform keyframe. Go ahead. Again transform keyframe. Go to the start. Make it small and bring it out. Hit Alt plus K. And while bringing it in, we have to use cubic out.
Amazon. Amazon.
And we need to bring a background too. So bring in the stickers, shapes, bring this. Put it behind these all. Make this to 600 to cover the whole screen and make it off black. The next scene will be this. So animation is only movement of camera and the text. All of these are stationary. So bring this phone, this calculator, this notebook, bring this background, and finally this background. First, let's arrange this background. To make this darker, I'll head on to adjust and decrease the exposure to make it darker. Then I'll enable this, put this on top, rotate this and tilt it a bit like this. Then I'll enable this notebook, tilt this too, make this bigger. Then you can arrange these as per your choice. So I'll just keep this here like a study table. So first we'll write the text all dependent on one. As you can see, it's simply fading in. So I'll just bring the text on top. Hit B to cut it and delete the text. Select the first layer and delete this text. Now select the first layer and put it here. Select the first layer, make it black so we can see it. Press enter to bring it down, make it smaller. We'll change this to something cursive. Then for animations, head on to captions and select fade in.
All dependent on one.
Then select this text. Make this red. Change the text style to colons. And do the same animation of fade in.
Company's chips.
Simply select all of these and first drag this out to make it longer. Hit Alt plus G to make it a compound clip. Now click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead.
and zoom this in first. Hit Alt plus K, zoom this in towards this side.
All dependent on one company's chips. All dependent on one company's chips. All dependent on one company's chips. Amazon. All dependent on one.
Hit Alt plus G again. Again, click on transform keyframe. Go ahead and bring them towards the right. We can add a bit of rotation too, like this. Okay. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
Company's chips. Company's chips. Company's chips. Amazon. All dependent on one company's chips.
Now for the final animation, it's simple. First, we'll bring the assets. We need to build the track first. Bring this and bring this as the background. Cover the whole screen with this. And first bring this over here. Deselect the scaling and increase the height. Copy it. Bring this over here. Make sure don't show the full road, only half. So again copy this. Bring this at the center. And now the finish line, just bring it on top. Deselect the scale, increase the width and decrease the height like this. And now we need to bring the car, bring this on top of everything, make it small. Select everything except the car and the brown background and hit Alt plus G. Click on the transform keyframe. Go ahead. Again, click on the transform keyframe. Now go to the first keyframe and then zoom this in like this. Hit Alt plus K. Select cubic out.
NVIDIA didn't win the AI race. They built the track. NVIDIA didn't win the AI race.
Click on the transform keyframe on this car. Go ahead and bring this car over here and make it small like this.
NVIDIA didn't win the AI race. They built the track everyone else is running.
So I'll explain on the effects which you need. First effect you need is noise to get that particle look. To do that, what you can do is basically head on to effects and bring in this noise. Another way you can get noise is just head on to the adjustment, bring in custom adjustment layer like this. Okay. And increase the particles over here. So you can see you have got the particle look.
Nobody would.
Okay. You can get the noise look from here too. So I'll delete this. You can either bring in the effect or bring in an adjustment layer and increase the particles. Now after this, the blur. So head on to effects and search for, blur and bring this one in. After you bring this one in, let me show you how to make it properly. So after bringing in the blur, head on to mask, add mask and circle. Make this big like this and reverse it, then increase the feathering. And then the next is spot blur. So simply search for spot blur over here and bring this one in. After you bring this in, you can head on to the details and change the settings according to this. So what this will do is add blurs inside this image. it feels like as if the camera is working. So when you zoom in or zoom out a camera, there's sometimes a blur. Now chromatic, this is a simple, effect to go with noise. Okay, you can use this. It gives more depth to the noise effect. And finally, for that low FPS, movement, what we can do is bring in the effect called FPS lag. So just simply whatever effects are over here, just search for it. Okay. So just search for it and bring this FPS lag over here and reduce the speed to 24 frames. Okay. And now you can see
In 2019, NVIDIA was a game.
it is looking like this. Finally, head on to export. And now I'll make another timeline and bring in the video which we just prepared.
In 2019, NVIDIA was a gaming chip company worth $140 billion. Nobody was calling it the future of the world. Today, it's worth $3 trillion. Jensen Huang saw something nobody else did, that the same chips powering video games could power artificial intelligence. While everyone else was building for screens, NVIDIA was accidentally building the engine of the future. When the AI boom hit, there was only one company ready to feed it. Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, all dependent on one company's chips. NVIDIA didn't win the AI race. They built the track everyone else is running on.
So hope you like this tutorial. We covered all the scenes, all the effects, and also the voiceover part. So let me know if in the future you would like me to continue this type of series where I complete all the scenes and make the video whole. But remember, these type of videos take a lot of time to prepare. So it will come a bit late, but it will surely come. So see you in the next one.